Good day, dear viewers, partners, investors, and everyone who cares about the Sovelmash project. I am pleased to welcome you to the Sovelmash channel. As always, this is Alexander Sudarev with you, and today is Thursday, the day for the release of the Expert Time program, but for a number of reasons and circumstances, the program will not be released today because we won't make it in time. Nevertheless, we really want to please you with some information, so we are recording a video for you. Right now, we are currently on the first floor of the Design and Engineering Technology Bureau in the metal processing area. Right beside me is quite a very large piece of machinery. This is a laser tube cutter. Currently, it is undergoing commissioning. The arms are already deployed, and let's say it is taking on the form intended by the designers. Now, of course, we are expecting the arrival of several auxiliary machines for this equipment, including a tube bender, which will also be useful to us, but that is a topic for a separate video. From what is currently happening now on the site, we have all heard and know that a surface mount line, the so-called SMD assembly, has been deployed on the third floor. So, we are already fully utilizing it and producing the necessary boards for controllers for the drive developed on the territory of Sovelmash, a drive for angle grinders with a 230-meter disc. We also see that the thermoplastic machine has moved to its rightful place. The electrical network wiring has already been connected and its commissioning work is also currently ongoing. We have already shown you a short video, but now there will be additional, more detailed footage. The thermoplastic machine will help us cast body parts for angle grinders. For, in principle, any products we need, including participating in the creation of a controller for managing an aircraft engine. It should be noted that the molds for casting aircraft engine controllers are made on our equipment, on our milling machines, which is certainly pleasing. From all this, we can conclude that we are acquiring all the necessary capabilities, not only for pilot production, but also for the start of serial production. Therefore, the thermoplastic automatic machine belongs to the class of machines that are needed specifically for organizing serial, I would say, large-scale production. But of course, this is not the only equipment suitable for this. Let's go take a look further. And now we have moved to another gallery. Here we have truly large-scale equipment. This is indeed a very large pressure casting station, right now. Now it has also taken its rightful place. We can see the network connections, meaning everything is already set up. We see a small crucible. Good day. So accordingly, here we will be cooking our alloy soup. After a thorough check for compliance with all the chemical properties of the raw materials, we feed it into the dispenser and begin pouring. By the way, You can see the molds there. You can compare, yes, the casting we used before and the casting we will use now. This is prototyping, and over there is a large and, let's say, very large series. Next, we move on to even larger equipment. This is the die. This is the long-awaited die that we have been transporting for a very long time. We have been waiting for it for a very long time, you could say, since 2023, and finally it has arrived on our premises. We will be able to start using it, and commissioning works are also being carried out, so we will be connecting everything. We already have the necessary molds for it as well. Some of these molds we plan to manufacture on our equipment in the future. By the way, it is worth noting that this is automated equipment. That means coils of sheet metal are installed here, which are then fed into this unit, and it directs them into the so-called feeder. All of this is fed centrally into the press, which makes 5 strokes per second. And at the output, we get ready-made rotor and stator stacks. Not just plates, but actual stacks, which is very important. Here we see equally monstrous equipment. This is the so-called broaching machine. Motors will be installed here, and a keyway will be cut in motors of completely different sizes, from small to, judging by the table, large. And this is exactly what we need for creating aircraft engines and, in principle, many others. Therefore, we now have such equipment at our disposal. There is still a range of equipment that we will also need to acquire, but we will discuss this in future videos. It's nice that everything is falling into place with the installation, connection of power systems, power networks, and everything is progressing. In addition to such large-scale equipment, there is also equipment that we need specifically for prototyping and indirectly for mass production. This is what we will use to create, among other things, molds, casting forms, and so on and so forth. That is tooling and, in general, other equipment. We have now received a new 5-axis CNC milling machine. It is quite large in size, and its commissioning is also underway. Therefore, let's say, as of today, in addition to issues related to obtaining documents for the completion of the construction of the facility, alongside our plans for commissioning the facility, we are also maximizing its outfitting so that we can fully start operations and reach the level we need. I think that today there will be little information. It will be relatively brief, so enjoy the footage of how it all looks, and see you next time. Write comments, be sure to ask questions about what interests you, what you would like to see, and what you would like to discuss in more detail. We will try to make it happen. Thank you for your attention and support.